counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5.
It's time for high school sports, right here on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Charter College, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Rivercom 911, and Sangster Motors. And now let's get ready for high school sports. It starts now on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
We're tied at 1. Hallie Steckman.
Fans, and welcome to Eastmont High School. Eric Granstrom with you as we get ready for a big one tonight in the Big-9. It's the Eastmont Wildcats with just one loss on the Big-9 schedule. They come in at 7-1, second place in the conference behind the team they're hosting here tonight, the Wenatchee Panthers. Wenatchee coming in at 7-0. The only loss for Eastmont in Big-9 play so far this season was to Wenatchee back in September. Of course, there was a little controversy after the game with the Wenatchee fans storming the court and confronting the Eastmont fans. That won't happen here tonight as we have volleyballs flying all over the place. Are you ready for some volleyball tonight? I hope you are, because I don't know if we are. It's Eastmont, it's Wenatchee, it's the Panthers, it's the Wildcats, it's the Cross River rivalry renewed here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Coming up next, we'll talk with the coaches, Marnie McMahon of Wenatchee and Corinne Davis of Eastmont, about this matchup here tonight. Thanks for joining us. It's volleyball coming your way next on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether. We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
Welcome back once again here on the pregame show, talking with Marnie McMahon, the head coach of the Wenatchee Panthers, ranked 6th in the RPI, undefeated in Big-9. Congratulations on the season so far.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we still have a lot of work to do, honestly. We're not close to reaching our potential or statistically reaching where we need to get to, but the girls are working hard, and some of it's starting to pay off.
Well, since that first go-around with West Valley, where you guys pulled out the win at home, you guys haven't given up a set since. What's been the secret?
Just a lot of hard work, extra hours in the gym, study time on film, just doing the little things that it takes to be a great program. And if they do that, they can continue to climb up. So right now we're just focusing on those little things.
How hard is it for the girls, not to be too excited about the successes they've had so far?
Yeah, I'm really just trying to keep them in the moment, keep them grounded. I gave them 24 hours to celebrate that West Valley match. We beat them in 3 over there on Thursday night. They had 24 hours to celebrate, and then it was back in the weight room the next day. So we're just really trying to dial into the match at hand.
So what's the secret for tonight against Eastmont? You know, the rivalry always makes it a bigger match than it probably is.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to stay in our minds, and we got to just control the serve and pass game and continue to do really good things in transition. And if we do those things well in transition, we have a lot of offensive options there. So we just got to play our game.
Well, have fun tonight. Best of luck.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Marty McMahon joining us here on the pregame show. We'll talk with Corinne Davis of Eastmont. Coming up next, it's Eastmont and Wenatchee on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
Welcome back here on the pregame show, visiting with Corinne Davis, the head coach of Eastmont. Well, your only loss in Big-9 play was against the team you're playing here tonight. What's the difference between your team from September to now?
I would say that mentally we are stronger. We had the skills, we had the ability before, but our thing was the mental game. We've been working really, really hard with a mental coach, and he's given us the tools that I really think the girls are going to be well with.
You guys got to love where you're at. I mean, second place in the Big-9. You get the team that you have in front of you on your home floor tonight. Talk about the confidence for the girls coming in.
I think it's a huge confidence. It's a big difference playing it on our home court versus that, especially my seniors. It's a big deal for them. And like I said, mentally, they are just way more prepared this game.
So let's talk about this rivalry. Aside from where you guys are and what matters, as far as Big-9 standings and all that, how do you keep the girls from getting too high or too low during the course of a match?
I just remind them to go back to like our game and what we can control, because that's what it comes down to. It is really hard in a rivalry match that can get out of like way out there, and so I just have to try to bring them back in to go, okay, what are we going to do? Not them, not the fans, what are we going to do?
And you're incredibly competitive. I watch you on the sidelines, and I know it's probably hard for you not to get too high or too low.
It definitely is, and as much as I have to remind them, I have to remind myself too, because in the end it is just a game. It is a big game, but it is a game.
Well, best of luck. Keep everybody healthy, and we're looking for a good one here tonight.
Thank you.
You bet. Corinne Davis joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back, get you the lineups, and get you the first set of who knows. Are we playing 5 tonight? They usually do. We'll come back and find out on the NCWLIFE Channel.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires, reminding you that changing seasons can mean changing road conditions. Introducing the brand new Backcountry AT2 for a quieter ride with improved performance in wet conditions. Because when it comes to keeping your family safe, the right tires help you feel prepared for anything. Seriously, anything. Now save up to $130 when you buy Quadtrac tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chair on the other side. You can lift this up.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Here we come. And welcome back once again here to Eastmont High School as we get ready for this big match here tonight in the Big 9. Can't get any bigger than this. As we wind down the season, you've got Eastmont coming in with a record of 7-1 in the Big 9 against the Wenatchee Panthers. 7-0. Wenatchee has pulled off make it 3 huge victories already this season, twice against West Valley and against Eastmont earlier last month. Meanwhile, the Eastmont Wildcats have yet to play West Valley. They still have 2 to go against the Rams from down south. Overall, Eastmont 7-5 on the season, while Wenatchee is 8-1. You look at the RPI, that matters when they get to the state tournament as far as the seedings are concerned. Wenatchee's ranked 6th, West Valley 10th, Eastmont 28th, and Sunnyside 33rd as far as the WIAA in the 4A classification. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here tonight for both teams. First for the visitors, as announced by their head coach Marnie McMahon. She's assisted by Kayla Randalls, Emily Irvin, Jordan McGregor Hansen. Getting the start at the libero is Ava Jo Berry. She is just a freshman. They've got 2 freshmen in the starting lineup for the Wenatchee Panthers. Also a setter, a senior, Ireland Branham. The outside hitter is a junior, Ashton McMahon. The middle blocker is also a freshman, Marin Stuber. Also getting the start at middle blocker, the junior, Aaron Walagorski. The middle blocker is a senior, Addie Schultz. And also the outside hitter, another freshman. How about it? 3 in the starting lineup here for Coach McMahon, Kiera Demergen. The non-starters here for the Panthers, Elise Bayer, Angela Kerr, Abby Black, Zoe Gonzalez, Bree Sackman, and Malia Nell. Meanwhile, for the Eastmont Wildcats, as announced by their head coach Corinne Davis, assisted by Joe Gwynn and Lori Butterfield. Getting the start tonight, she'll play both the middle and outside hitter, a senior at 5'9", Ashlyn Grasseth. Also a 5'9" junior, Tamron Heimbigner. Rachel Hamilton is a junior. She's 5'6" tall. And I think Eastmont won the toss here, so they'll be serving first. So it'll be Michaela Staines getting the start, a sophomore at 5'3". Emma Bennett, a 5'8" junior. And Brenda Calvillo is a 5'5" senior. She'll be the libero tonight here for the Eastmont Wildcats. Now, Sarah Peterson will also see a lot of time here for the Wildcats. She's a 5'7" senior. Here are the non-starters for Coach Davis tonight. Rebecca Vara is a 5' senior. Lydia Riggs, a 5'4" junior, and Jasmine Seltz, a 5'6" junior. Also up off the junior varsity and playing varsity again here tonight will be a 5'5" junior. Wearing number 14 will be Sammy Beck. So there you go. That's the lineups here for tonight as we get ready for volleyball action here on the NCWLIFE Channel. We'll talk about what else is coming up here soon on your TV station, your local TV station right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. We'll come back after a 2-minute break and get you ready for more action here from Eastmont High School. It's the Wildcats and the Panthers live here tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel. We'll be right back.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious? No, he's not. Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
Hi, everybody. In North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
Back again here at Eastmont High School. The band is here, the crowd filling in. We've got over 300 tickets sold for tonight's match as Eastmont entertains Wenatchee here tonight. We talked about the standings briefly. You've got Wenatchee on top of the Big-9 standings right now at 7-0, 8-1 overall. Eastmont in second place at 7-1, 7-5 on the season. West Valley right now in third, and let me tell you, the Rams don't like that. They're not used to being anywhere but the top of the Big-9. The West Valley at 5-2 on the season in Big-9 play. Sunnyside in fourth place at 3-5. Then you got Davis at 2-5, Eisenhower at 0-5, and Moses Lake at 0-6. The Chiefs have had their schedule messed with a little bit here this season because of COVID in their program. They lost some matches earlier. And I don't know if they're going to have time to make that up or not. So, because we're looking at the Big-9 play-in coming up on November 2nd. Yeah, time is a wasting here after tonight. Eastmont's schedule has the Wildcats at Eisenhower on Saturday. They will host West Valley on the 23rd of October and then finish at West Valley. So back-to-back matches with West Valley. The final will be on the road on October 26th. So October 23rd, mark that down. That'll be senior night here at Eastmont High School. Meanwhile, the Wenatchee Panthers after tonight, not a lot left. They'll take on Davis at home this weekend. Then they'll travel to Moses Lake on the 26th. They'll host Sunnyside on the 28th. And then it's time for the district tournament play-in games. If Wenatchee's up on top of the standings, they don't have to worry about that. And then the Big-9 Championship will be hosted by, possibly, if Wenatchee hangs on for the Big-9 title, whomever is the Big-9 title winner during the regular season, they will host the Big-9 Championship coming up on November 6th. State tournament, which, by the way, the location has changed because of venue problems. It sounds like they're moving that to Yakima, to the Yakima Valley Sundome. That is slated for November 19th and 20th. So that's a look at what's ahead. As far as the NCWLIFE Channel ahead, coming up this Friday, we'll be doing some Caribou Trail League football here live as the Cashmere Bulldogs host the Omak Pioneers. I'll be there for your play-by-play. That's pregame at 6:30 coming up on Friday here on the NCWLIFE Channel. A week from tonight, we'll have girls soccer. Again, Caribou Trail League as Cashmere will host Cascade. Sebastian Moronga and John Springer will have your call on that night, 6:45 with a pregame a week from tonight. Then a week from Thursday, we'll have more volleyball as Wenatchee will host Sunnyside. I'll be courtside for that one with the call here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Well, they're announcing the starters here tonight, so we've gone through those, but we can certainly do those again here. As they're doing the non-starters first for both teams. Wenatchee's non-starters include Elise Beyer, Angela Kerr, Abby Black, Zoe Gonzalez, Bree Sackman, and Malia Nell. Meanwhile, the non-starters for the Eastmont Wildcats: Rebecca Vara, Michaela Staines, Lydia Riggs, and Jasmine Seltz. Those are the Sammy Beck, also a non-starter here tonight for Eastmont. Of course, there was some controversy after the last time these two teams played over at Wenatchee High School, after Wenatchee pulled off the sweep, which, by the way, scoring was 25-17, 15, and 9 on that particular night. It was the also night before the Bridge of Sportsmanship football game over here at Eastmont. And the Wenatchee fans, the Wenatchee student body, I should say, after the victory, about 90 members of the student body came rushing onto the floor. They went right past their team, didn't celebrate with their team. Instead, they went over to where the red zone, the Eastmont student body was, and confronted them and had brooms out and were being demonstrative about how they enjoyed the victory. Meanwhile, the athletic directors got involved, the administration for Wenatchee High School got involved, and for a short time, they decided that the student bodies for either school were not going to be allowed to go to the football game or any of the other fall matchups, soccer, volleyball, football, between Wenatchee and Eastmont for the rest of the fall. Well, that was overturned later in the day. They did allow the student body to attend. In fact, both student bodies were able to attend. And so it was kind of a mess there for a while, and a lot of precautions have been made between the two student bodies, not just the two administrations for Wenatchee and Eastmont, but also for the student bodies of both schools, about being peaceful here tonight. But you can bet it's going to be a loud one. We've got the Eastmont Pep Band here, and it's going to be at high pitch here tonight. So the Wenatchee starters: Ava Joberry, Ireland Branham, Ashton McMahon, Marin Stuber, Aaron Wologorski, Addie Schultz, and Kiera Demarjan, I should say. Meanwhile, for the Eastmont Wildcats, the starters are Ashlyn Grasseth, Tamron Heimbigner, Rachel Hamilton, Sarah Peterson, Emma Bennett, and Brenda Calvillo. So, and Calvillo, by the way, will be the libero here for Eastmont. The athletic director, Russ Waterman, is doing the public address announcing right now. And we're going to stick that microphone over in his direction because he is going to make a brief announcement.
Through this COVID pandemic, the Big-9 Athletic Conference would like to remind all fans that masks are required for all indoor events and all outdoor events exceeding 500 spectators. We would ask that you sit a minimum of 6 feet apart inside from your family units, and we ask that you be considerate of those around you that may have personal medical issues or have loved ones at home with health issues that make them more at risk of illness during this time. By masking up, we're protecting each other. Let's work together to keep volleyball alive in the Wenatchee Valley. Also at this time, we would like to recognize the referees for tonight. The Columbia Basin Big-9 Athletic Conference has declared this week our Fall Sports Officials Appreciation Week. As a league of interscholastic schools, we want to thank all of the certified Washington Officials Association members for their work to make our games fair and safe. Thank you for being a positive role model, and let all of us remember to be good sports, win or lose. Thank you for your service to the student athletes and communities of the Big-9. Everyone, would you please show your appreciation to our officials today with a round of applause. Thank you.
And the officials for tonight are Bill Lieber and Kirk Einspar. We've got our anthem, and we'll have the first serve coming up next here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Go ahead and go 9.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Here we come. Big-9 Volleyball on the NCWLIFE Channel, brought to you in part by Biosports Physical Therapy. Find them online at biosports.net. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Also by Charter College. They work to get you to work. Find out about how to enroll today at chartercollege.edu. Eric Granstrom courtside at Eastmont High School as we get ready for this matchup between the Wildcats and the Panthers. The Eastmont starters, Ashlyn Grasseth, Tamron Heimbigner, Rachel Hamilton, Sarah Peterson. Also Tori Wolsborn, Emma Bennett, and Brenda Calvillo. Calvillo will be out there for the start here. And on the serve will be Rachel Hamilton. Wenatchee will counter with Addie Schultz up front. She's alongside Erin Waligorski. We'll get the rest of the Panthers coming up. Here's a first serve. First set underway. Boy, what a serve to the back line. There's the set up front and the kill. It's in. Good start for Addie Schultz and the Wenatchee Panthers. So an early lead for Wenatchee. Marty McMahon quick to jump up from her bench and holler out instructions. Service for Wenatchee first of the game is beautiful to the back line. Calvillo's there. Ashlyn Grasseth with a beautiful little touch over to her right. And it finds the hole. Tied at 1. It's got to be so difficult for both these coaches to try to keep these ladies just within themselves. Wolsborn on the serve. Back line it goes. There is Demirjian. There's a cross-court hit from up front by McMahon. Now the kill attempt goes back line. There is the libero, Ava Jo Berry, just a freshman. Here's a block at the net, and it's in for Eastmont. Sarah Peterson with the wall up front. Or are they going to give it to Wenatchee? Sorry, no, they gave it to the Panthers. 2-1. I guess that ball went out of bounds on the block. So point to the Panthers. Service, Ava Jo Berry. Down the line it goes. Up front for the set. Here's the kill attempt by Grasseth. It's out. Another point to Wenatchee. Eastmont with the white uniform tops, red and Columbia blue. Meanwhile, Wenatchee counters with the black trimmed in white and a very slight purple pinstripe down the sleeves. Down the line it goes. Right there is Peterson. Now up front, Grasseth again with a kill attempt. Wenatchee on the return. Here's a little double touch going to be called against Branham on the set attempt. So a point to Eastmont. Substitution here for the Wildcats. In comes Emma Bennett. Meanwhile, back to serve is Ashlyn Grasseth. Grasseth from the middle. Jump serve down the line. It goes. Ava Jo Berry can't really get a good piece of it, and it's going to be a point for Eastmont. So our first tie here of the first set. Tied at 3. Grasseth trying to give us our first lead change of the first set. Right-handed serve on the way, back line. That was deep. McMahon is there to Branham up front to kill, and it's off of a sprawling Terry Wolsborn out of bounds, and a point by Addie Schultz and the Panthers. Schultz will come out. In comes Elise Bear. Also in is Abby Black for the Panthers to replace Ireland Branham, and it will be Elise Bear on the service. 4-3 our score. Wenatchee by 1. First set, you got to win 3 to win the match. We've seen so many over the years between these two go 5 sets. Up front, Wenatchee can't get it. Well, they got it over, but they got it out of bounds. So a point to Eastmont, tied up at 4. It is a loud night here tonight at Eastmont High School. We've got the, we'll say pep band here. It's not the full band. Thankfully, it's not the full band. We wouldn't be able to hear ourselves think. Substitution here for Eastmont as in comes Lydia Riggs. She will take over the serve. Also had another substitution for Eastmont. We'll get you her name in just a moment. First of all, here comes the serve. Backline, a little tip up front, and Abby Black tried to get a little flick at it, couldn't get enough. Ava Jo Berry, good return from her on the back line, but then it just kind of faltered from there for Wenatchee. So our first lead change of the first set comes with a 5-4 Eastmont lead. By the way, already 2 ties in this one. Service will be Lydia Riggs again. Good serve. Kill attempt by Abby Black goes way too strong and out. And sometimes you'll see that early on in these matches, especially with this rivalry, where you get your frontline hitters that are just full of adrenaline. 6-4 largest lead for Eastmont. Abby Jo Black going sprawling to the floor just to try to get a piece of it, and then it spins out of control for Elise Bear. She can't get it, and another point for Eastmont. And a timeout going to be taken by Wenatchee. We'll keep it right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, providing heating and air conditioning service, installation, and repair since 1982. Serving residential and commercial, they specialize in indoor air quality. Also by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pick up and drop off available too. Stop by the website at globalcarcare.net. Appreciate you joining us here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Eric Granstrom with you. And hundreds here at Eastmont High School. In fact, they didn't plan on bringing fans to the near sideline and put in the stands here, but they've had so many and trying to keep social distancing in mind. They opened up the near side stands for fans to congregate, and so that's where they are, aside from across the way, which you should probably see on our TV screens, with the Eastmont red zone and the, I don't know what Wenatchee calls its zone. Purple? No, they don't want to copy the Cross River rival. So here we go, Lydia Riggs with another service. Back line it'll go, and boy, right into the lap of Ava Jo Berry. She's not able to return it cleanly, and basically an ace there for Riggs, the 5'4" junior, doing well at the serve here for Eastmont. Serve 4 points in a row. Here she goes. Cross court, and this one wisely let go out of bounds. Elise Bear with the long look at it. Meanwhile, it'll be Ashton McMahon on the service here for Wenatchee, trailing at 8-5. By the way, the substitute for Eastmont, Jasmine Seltz, in there, now in the lineup on the front line. And McMahon's service goes into the net. First unforced error in this one. Serve for Eastmont. Sarah Peterson will do the honors. The senior approaches, and oh, what a serve. That's an ace. Just short for Ava Jo Berry. Wenatchee kind of off kilter here to start this one tonight. 10-5, Eastmont on top. Largest lead now at 5 points. Peterson on the serve. Tough serve again, but McMahon is there. The Bear. Now the kill attempt to DeMartian. It goes out of bounds off of a Wildcat. It'll be a point to Wenatchee. Substitutions as Angela Kerr will come in for Wenatchee. I learned this during the JV match. By the way, the JV match was spectacular. The third set, they only played 3 sets, went to, 16-14, I think was the final score. Maybe it was 17-15. It was incredible. And Wenatchee just barely edging, winning 2 out of 3 in that one. Cross court, here's a kill attempt and a block at the net, but it goes out of bounds. So celebratory moment for Eastmont as the Wildcats, Tori Wolfsborn had the hit, and then the block up front for Wenatchee, I think, was applied by Walagorski, and it goes out of bounds, so a point to Eastmont. 11-5 our score. Brenda Calvillo in to serve here for the Wildcats. From the back left, down the line it goes. Another tough serve. Abby Black just can't quite find the range here tonight. And that one falls in for a point for Eastmont. Wildcats up by 6 now. Largest lead for Eastmont. In this one, 12-6 our score. Yeah, last time they met, the closest set was the first. With Wenatchee winning at 25-17, it was all Panthers from there. Calvillo with the service. Back line of McMahon. They got it over. Here's a kill attempt. McMahon is there to Bear. Now to Demirjian. They got it across to Wenatchee. Now getting it back across to Seltz for the Wildcats. Reserve on the set, and Abby Black just couldn't quite find her footing there on an awkward set by Elise Bear. And Bear pats her chest and says, nope, that was on me. 7-point lead for Eastmont. Calvillo down the line. I was talking about it, the last 7 wins in a row for Wenatchee. Started with that West Valley win at home. There's a kill attempt at the net by Grasseth. Bear, the set, Demirjian, deep, out, 14-6, Eastmont. But Wenatchee has not given up a set since the West Valley match. Reeling off the following 6 wins in a row for the Panthers. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. They haven't given up a set, but in danger of doing so here tonight to Eastmont. Abby Black with a little touch. Now Eastmont doing a pretty good job on the rotation. Seltz, air Bear down to a knee to McMahon. Up front to Black. Black better touch this time. Calvillo sprawling down. It's saved by Eastmont. They got it back over. It's still alive. Black again. Back line to Calvillo. Up front, here's the set and the kill attempt. Blocked at the line. Woolsborne trying to get it. Here's Grasseth. It got back across again. Seltz keeps it alive. Grasseth trying for another touch. She does. Tried to look for a hole in the pond. Can't do so. Here's a kill attempt at the line. And this one's going to be a point for Eastmont. Waligorski with the hit. The block by Grasseth. (15-6). They go to 25. Long way to go, but a timeout going to be taken by Wenatchee. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. 15-6 our score here in the first. You're watching Big-9 Volleyball on the NCWLIFE Channel.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
Bree Sackman has checked in for Wenatchee. Coach Marty McMahon trying to halt the steamroll right now for Eastmont. 15-6, Calvillo with the serve. Down the line it goes. There is Joe Barry. Reverse to Black, and Abby Black just off tonight so far. Abby, the outside hitter, senior, struggling. She's replaced here in the lineup by Zoe Gonzalez. 10-point lead for Eastmont. Largest here in the first, and probably the largest lead Wenatchee's looked at. Largest deficit here in the last 7 games. Cross court, boy, that was a heck of a hit by Gonzalez, and that'll go off of a player and out of bounds. Zoe Gonzalez, excuse me, no, that was Bree Sackman. Sackman with the shot. And that halted things right where it was at 10. Make it 9 now, the differential. And Ireland Branham, senior for Wenatchee, steps up, looks over to her coach, crouched in front of her bench. Service on the way. Calvillo is there. The set up front. Woolsborne gets it across. Branham, Joe Barry, across the way over. It'll skip out of bounds. A miss hit again by Addie Schultz. Boy, there's been several for Wenatchee here in this first set as they trail it by 10. Substitutions, couple for Eastmont. In comes Rachel Hamilton. So too on the front line. Tamarin Heimbigner Meanwhile, back to serve will be Hamilton, the 5'6" junior. Eastmont up by 10. Wildcat fans loving at home. Boy, that's a nasty serve. Ava Jo Berry is there. Little tip. Beautiful shot by Ireland Branham. Well, we talked so much when she joined us on the broadcast. Her stepmom talked about finding that hole in the pond, and oh, there was some quacking going on there. Nice job, Ireland. Here's the service back line by Sackman. Up front it comes. Eastmont on the counter. Ashlyn Grasseth got it to skip off the two hands to the back line. Sackman diving down. Can't get it. Point to Eastmont. So every time Wenatchee's crawled to 9, that's all they can get. Substitution as Demersion comes back in, and also back in for Eastmont is Sarah Peterson. Back to serve will be Tori Woolsborne. Tori from the left side. Back line to Jo Berry. Up front to Branham. Reverse set, the kill attempt. This one's good. Addie Schultz with the shot. Addie Schultz hollering over at her coach, Marty McMahon, saying, I think I got it. I think I got it. 18-9. See if Wenatchee can get any closer than the 9 they've been at here for a while. Ava Jo Berry, beautiful serve. Soft one there. Returned by Eastmont. Across the net it goes. Off the hand of Sarah Peterson. Here's a little touch up front by McMahon. Beautiful opportunity. Kill by Ashlyn Grasseth. It's still alive. McMahon, cross court, she'll go. Down to a knee goes Woolsborne, but it will go off of her out of bounds. Well, there you go. Closer it is than the 9 where it's been. Now to 8. 18-10. Wenatchee not done with this first set as of yet. Ava Jo Berry with the service. Oh, that's so soft and beautiful down the line, and it's going to be an ace as Peterson just could not get a good, firm bump on it. Freshmen are certainly impressive here for Wenatchee. They had 3 in the starting lineup, and this is one of them, Ava Jo Berry. The libero with the serve. Down the line to Grasseth. Up front it comes for the set. Grasseth with the kill. It's too deep. Eastmont claiming that it was touched at the nets, but no, it was not. And so it will be a point to Wenatchee. Back within 6. Had just one lead change. That was early on as Eastmont took over the lead and then raced out to a 10-point advantage. But here comes Wenatchee back. Jo Berry to Grasseth. Up front, here's the set. Kind of an awkward hit there. Jo Berry sprawling down. Branham. Here's McMahon. Back line. Calvillo diving down. Ashlyn Grasseth. She's a little fist bump to get it across by Peterson. Here's the kill at the line. It's blocked. It drops in. Point Eastmont. Great volley there. Stops a little string for Wenatchee. That was, 4 points in a row. It's a 7-point differential, 19-12, as the service will be Ashlyn Grasseth. It tips the net, falls in. Boy, that's one of those happy accidents. The velocity of the ball as it skipped across the top of the net just dies. And then everybody with a flinch of their feathers can't get to it. Grasseth again. Backline, Ava Jo Berry. Up front to Branham. Here's the kill attempt. No, a little soft by McMahon. Too soft. She doesn't get it across. 21-12, Eastmont trying to pick up a win against Wenatchee in a set for the first time since back in September for the Panthers. Grasseth to Jo Berry. Branham with the set. Here's the kill attempt. Blocked at the net, but it falls on Eastmont side. Point for Wenatchee. Addie Schultz with the shot. Schultz replaced by Bear, and Branham replaced by Abby Black. Woolsborne comes back in for Eastmont. Rachel Hamilton in there as well. 21-13 our score in this first set. Service down the line. Gorgeous serve by Bear. Eastmont scrambling just to get it across, but they go out of bounds with the shot. I think that was Tori Woolsborne over there. Or maybe Peterson. Just couldn't quite get the angle of the dangle there. 21-14 our score. Elise Bear, again, the sophomore on the serve. Such a youth movement here for Wenatchee this season. Serve to the back line. Wolfsborn is there. The tip attempt, it's still alive. Eastmont needs to get it over this time, though. They do. Falling down is Wenatchee, trying to keep it. Now McMahon with a touch and a fist, and it goes in. Point to the Panthers. From the serve, the Eastmont was just kind of out of sorts there, just doing what they could to get it back over, and then just couldn't get their rotation reset. And it's a 6-point differential. Again, the serve by Bear. Back line, that's too deep. Good eye by Tori Wolfsborn, who was on the back line. She looked at it closely, and as she spun her head, her ponytails went bobbing as she watched it go by. Substitution for Eastmont, Lydia Riggs, who's put some quality moments in this one. Steps in for the service. 3 away from a possible set victory for Eastmont. Good serve, back line. McMahon's there. Look out. They're trying to scramble. McMahon gets it back across. Is blocked at the nets. They kept it alive, did Eastmont. Now the Wildcats need to get it back over. Peterson does. Back line, it goes to Joe Barry up front. Here's the kill attempt by McMahon. It's out. Linesman over there had to show some quick reflexes to get the heck out of the way of that rocket shot. Went out by about 5 inches. 23-15, Eastmont. Boy, this place is going to erupt if Eastmont wins this first set. Back line to Joe Barry. Up front, here's the set by Bear. Black got it this time. Peterson, touched by Wenatchee. Couple of times goes out of bounds. Last one to touch it was DeMartian. 24-15. Trying to serve it out here is Lydia Riggs. Boisterous crowd on hand here tonight. And the service by Riggs. Cross court it goes. Up front to Bear. McMahon. That may have been long into the net, though, as Eastmont. Doesn't matter. And it will be a point to Wenatchee. So the Panthers stay alive at 24-16. McMahon will have the service for Wenatchee. She'll go way over to the left side here, as her coach shows her the placard of how she wants it served. And no, it goes into the net. That'll be a win for Eastmont, as they'll take the first set 25-16. Oh, it's going to be a good one. I hope you stay for the rest of it. We're through one set, best of 5, first to 3. We'll come back with a second coming up next here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether,
we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Here we come. Well, Eastmont didn't spend much time in their huddle in between the first and second set. They want to get back out there and continue their success of the first set, as Eastmont knocked off Wenatchee 25-16 here in the first. That's the first time in 7 games that Wenatchee has dropped a set. Last time was to West Valley when they pulled off the win at home 3-2 over the Rams, upsetting the previous Big-9 champions for many years in a row. Then went on a string of 6 straight games where they did not lose a single set, but they've lost the first one here tonight. So if it's a matter of Marnie McMahon's team needing a wake-up call with their Cross River rival, bang, bang, you got it. Our broadcast here tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you in part by Harvest Valley Pest Control. You can rest assured Harvest Valley Pest Control uses kid and pet safe material around your home or office. Call today for your free estimate. Also by Les Schwab Tires. Les Schwab takes your safety seriously every time you stop by. Football coming up Friday here on the NCWLIFE Channel, your local TV station, as we step out of the Big-9. Both Wenatchee and Eastmont on the road this weekend on Friday. So we will be up in Cashmere to do the Bulldogs and the Omak Pioneers. Boy, that one's got a lot on the line for the Caribou Trail League Championship. We'll talk about that more on Friday. Pregame at 6:30 from Cashmere's football field. I'll have your play-by-play on Friday nights here on the NCWLIFE Channel. All right, let's see who's out there. It'll be Marnie McMahon and Kira Demersion for Wenatchee, along with Aaron Walagorski. Addie Schultz waiting to come out. Ireland Branham in there, and Abby Jo Berry will come in to replace Marin Stuber, that is. It'll be Wenatchee serve to start. Eastmont counters, meanwhile, with Rachel Hamilton up front, along with Ashlyn Grassett on the front line. She'll be up there along with Tori Woolsborne. Back line is Michaela Staines, who's in there, along with Tamron Heimbigner and Brenda Calvillo. Service, back line, Calvillo there. Up front for the set, Grasseth was able to stay out of the net somehow. She'll backhand it back over the net. Branham with the set here. Demersion with the kill. It's in. And a point for Wenatchee. So the Panthers get the first point of this one. Ireland Branham on the service. Wenatchee was up early in the first set, but when Eastmont came storming back and won the first set here tonight. Second set underway. Here's a little tap. Boy, that's a hard shot, but it looked good. Tori Woolsborne falling to her left, reached up with the right hand and hit it with her knuckles on the backhand. Was able to get it across the net and in for a point. Tied up at 1. Service to Rachel Hamilton, our first tie past 0. As we keep track of it, and the service unforced error. That is Eastmont's first of the night. Wenatchee with 1. That service goes into the net. Actually, Wenatchee has 2 because of the final serve in the first set by McMahon went into the net. There's the service by Demarjian. Back line, it goes to Woolsborne, and a kill. It's in. Grasseth give her the point. Sarah Peterson to replace Michaela Staines in the lineup. And I believe it will be Woolsborne on the serve. Going to get the ball back over to Eastmont's side first. And it will be Tori on the service here for Eastmont, tied up at 2. So our second tie of this second set. Service, duck coming across. Jo Berry there to save it. Back across. The good hit by Addie Schultz. Now a little touch at the net by Peterson. Jo Berry, backside to McMahon, and tipped at the net. Falls in for a point for Wenatchee. Tamron Heimbigner just couldn't quite get enough of that. Marin Stuber comes in. Service will be to Ava Jo Berry. 2-3 our score. 3-2 our score. And down the line it goes out. Unforced error number 3 on the night here for Wenatchee on a serve. Service for Ashlyn Grasseth. Back line. And Wenatchee there. Getting it across is Stuber. Cross court lookout. Peterson with a big kill. And it heads right for our camera gear. And a nice job by Nate Mann over there to protect the camera as it is out. And our first lead change of the contest. Eastmont now on top 4-3. And 3 ties in this one. Grassett. Into the net it goes. Second unforced error on a serve by Eastmont here tonight. Substitution, Elise Bear will come in. So too will Abby Black. Abby, kind of a rough start tonight. I'm sure she'll pick it up as it goes. Our 4th tie already. Bear with the service. Woolsborne up front. Here's a flat-footed kill attempt by Heimbigner. Jo Berry crosses over to Abby Black, who goes underhand with that one. She's just not sure of herself right now. Block at the net, falls in, and will be a point for Eastmont. Nice hit at the net by Heimbigner. Flat-footed on the one prior to that. Black will be replaced here in the lineup by Malia Nell. 5-4 our score as we have our second lead change of the contest. Lydia Riggs, who's done a good job serving for Eastmont, back there now for the Wildcats. Joe Berry on the return to Bear. Backside, a block goes in, but it goes out of bounds. Block at the net for Eastmont over there by Emma Bennett, but it does trickle out of bounds on the Wenatchee side of the net, so it is a point for Wenatchee, tied up at 5. 5th tie in the early going. McMahon on the service. Rifle serve across. Calvillo got down to get it, and now a little touch on the net, and Eastmont out of rotation. Trying to chase was Lydia Riggs. She couldn't get to it, and then there was no help up front. 6-5, another lead change. Gotta love it. McMahon on the serve here for Wenatchee. Deep, there is Peterson. Cross court, and little off kilter with that right-handed attempt was Jasmine Seltz. Eastmont kind of fumbling a little bit here midway in this, or early in this second set after they won the first one. 25-16, McMahon on the serve. Jump serve ticks the net. Sprawling down, and unfortunately Peterson, who went down on the floor, was in the way of the ball, spinning in the air about 4 feet above her head, and nobody could get over the top of her to get it back. The largest lead here for Wenatchee is 3 points. Wenatchee feeling a little momentum swing coming their way. Oh, beautiful by McMahon. Calvillo sprawling down, got one fist to it, and that was it. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Eastmont. Wenatchee fans loving this right now. We'll take a 30-second break on the broadcast. 9-5 our score. Wenatchee is ahead here in the second set. You're watching Big-9 Volleyball on the NCWLIFE Channel. (9-5) the score. Marnie McMahon, or not Marnie McMahon, but it is, of course, for the Wenatchee Panthers. Ashton doing a great job on the serve here. Mother-daughter combo. Coach-player here tonight. And hitting the net by Eastmont. Emma Bennett drove it hard, but about 1.5 feet too low. 10-5, Wenatchee out to its largest lead here in the second set, their largest lead of the night. And how about the job by Ashton McMahon on the serve? Cross court it goes. Back line, Wolfsborn is there. Here's the set up front. Peterson, cross court. McMahon, return. Bear, up front. DeMartian, blocked, goes in. Eastmont, point. Well, Wenatchee doesn't have the height on their roster listed. I'll tell you, out there right now, Malia Nell, who's got to be 6'2", up front on the line. Here's a set to DeMartian, little touch. Nope, they're going to say 2 hits by Wenatchee on the set. Apparently didn't quite collect both sets of fingers at the same time. Service by Peterson, down the line it goes. Up front to Bear, reverse it to, who I was just talking about, Nell. Up front, here's a little touch up front by Eastmont's Bennett. And now Joe Berry to Nell, down the line, and it's in. Nice eyesight by Malia. The junior comes through with a beautiful little touch play for the Panthers. 11-7 our scores. Substitution for Wenatchee is Angela Kerr. Meanwhile, Michaela Staines is out there for Eastmont. Seltz is out there as well. Service for Wenatchee by Angela Kerr. The senior comes in. And her serve ticks the net but gets across. Eastmont, Calvillo gets it across. Here's McMahon up front. Bear for the set to DeMargin. Backline, Calvillo. Reversed by Seltz. Now getting it over is Eastmont. Bennett was there. Kill attempt, and that may have been long. It touched off of Calvillo, goes out of bounds. I think that may have been long if she would have left it alone. Waligorski with the point for Wenatchee. Panthers lead it by 5, 12-7. Back to their largest lead as they've scored a couple in a row. And again, Angela Kerr on the service. I'll tell you, for both teams, really, I mean, their whole entire benches are adding to the fray here. Little touch again at the line by Bennett. Reverse, Nell. Back line, and this one's going towards the bench area. Nobody can get it. Seltz and Calvillo were giving chase. It's a point to Wenatchee. Their largest lead now grows to 6. 13-7. Eastmont led by as many as 10 in the first and went on to win it 25-16. Wenatchee trying to even the match here with this set. Cross court, Calvillo. Here's the set up front. Wolfsborn with a kill. Nice falling down play by Wenatchee, but Panthers got a pancake. Let's see. No, they're going to say 4 hits for Wenatchee. Bear somehow got down and was able to get her hand underneath that. Joe Barry will come back in for Wenatchee. Meanwhile, Calvillo will be the server for Eastmont as Ashlyn Grasseth came back in. Here's the serve. Joe Barry with the return to Bear up front. DeMargin, look out. Eastmont almost colliding. They get it across. McMahon. Bear over to DeMargin again. This one's in. Oh my. Close. But it was in according to the linesman. And so a point to Wenatchee. 14-8. Panthers by 6. Ireland Branham will come in for the service here. Here's Branham's serve from the middle. Back line it goes. Wolfsborn is there. Now the set to Grasseth. And this one comes ricocheting all the way out of bounds. Joe Barry diving for it. Couldn't get it. So a point for Eastmont. Closes the gap to 5 at 14-9. Service for the Wildcats. Rachel Hamilton. Hamilton from the right side. Cross court, McMahon is there, but nobody will follow. Actually, they did. It was a pancake by Branham. How did she get that? I don't know. Eastmont, hold on. We're going to get a whistle. And Bill Lieber, our official, says they're going to replay the point. He thought the ball hit the ground. It did not. It was a beautiful play by Branham, and Wenatchee kept it alive and got it back over. So we're going to replay the point here. Oh my, Hamilton with the service for Eastmont. Backline, McMahon is there. Branham with the set. Here's a touch by DeMargin, and it's into the net. Point to the Wildcats, 14-10. I almost said Cats. I guess you got the battle of the Cats going on here. Panthers and Wildcats. Hamilton, backline, McMahon. Ireland Branham, touch up front. Beautiful little soft shot by Addie Schultz. Here's Wolfsborn. Now, beautiful look by Branham, but a save by Eastmont. Wolfsborn tried to get a little cross-court little dink there, but a little too soft. Wenatchee with the point and the service. 15-10 the score, and it's going to be Kiera DeMargin on the serve. Down the line, back line, Calvillo is there. Here's a set up front for Grasseth, and she will trickle it across the net, and it'll fall in for a point for Eastmont. Wow. There were 2 blockers right in front of her. I think it was Erin Waligorski and Addie Schultz were right in her face, and she decided to direct it down the line, and it tickled across the top of the net before finally falling off of the balance beam. This service by Wolfsborn right into the net. The third unforced service error by Eastmont here in the night. 3 also for Wenatchee. Substitution for the Panthers. Marin Stuber comes back in. Service will be to Ava Jo Barry. Down the line from Ava Jo. There was Peterson. Here's a kill attempt up front by Grasseth. Branham to McMahon. Cross court. Boy, that was good falling backwards. Here's Peterson up front. It'll go in for a point. Both teams just will not relent. Grasseth on the service now for Eastmont. Back and forth we go. Here's Ashland's serve. Back line, too deep. Boy, not by much. Missed by about 2 inches back there. Substitution for Wenatchee is Elise Bear will come out, or in, excuse me. Ireland Branham will also come out as Malia Nell will come back in. Also substitution for Eastmont, Tamron Heimbigner is back in the lineup on the front line for the Wildcats. Service by Bear. Down the line, there is Peterson, and Peterson's going to have to get it back across. McMahon to Bear, back to McMahon, kill deep. Eastmont to within 4, 17-13. Who will have the service here? Substitution. First time we'll see Rebecca Vara come into the lineup here for Eastmont. She will replace Tamron Heimbigner. Boy, tough rivalry game. Come in off the bench, you're cold. Here's Vara's serve into the net. Didn't even make the net. Defensive play by Emma Bennett up front. Didn't want it to hit her in the head. 18-13. Wenatchee by 5, and Ashton McMahon will have the service. She'll go left. She goes left to right or down the line. It'll be short. Calvillo awkwardly getting it, and this one almost hit our equipment here, so I had to put a little finger on that one. Service for McMahon again, and a 6-point lead for Wenatchee. Ties their largest lead here of this second set. Service by McMahon is good. There's Vara. Up front it will go. Peterson with the shot. Joe Barry is there, and it will fall down for the point. (19-14). Eastmont service. Peterson on the serve for the Wildcats. Back line to Joe Barry. Up front to Bear. She'll reverse it to Nell. Kill. Good. Oh, my. Hard to beat that height and that angle. Substitution Staines will come in for Eastmont. And coming in for Wenatchee will be Angela Kerr, and she'll do the serving. Designated server, if you will. 20-14. Wenatchee trying to wrap up the second set here, 5 points away. Back line, it will go, and there was Staines. Now Eastmont kind of scrambling again, but somehow they're able to get it from the midpoint of the court on a hit across, and Wenatchee just couldn't return it. So again, here we are. We had that in the first set where it got to be a certain differential, 9 points, 9 points, 9 points, and Wenatchee couldn't get any closer. Now Eastmont within 5. Can they get closer here? Kill by Nell, and Wenatchee gets it across. It's still alive here. Eastmont hollering for too many hits. Calvillo kind of whiffed on the shot, and it's a point to Wenatchee. Panthers, good job keeping it alive on that particular volley, and somehow got it across without having 4 hits. I guess, you know, you get that block at the net. That's not counted as a hit. That's a touch but not a hit. 21-15. Branham on the service for the Panthers. Down the line right it goes. Vara is there. Cross court. Woolsborne. No, we're going to get 2 hits. A double hit called, I think, against Woolsborne or against Vara. And when you go to set it like that, if you don't connect with both your hands at the same time on the ball, then that's where you get the 2 hits. Branham on the service again. 7-point lead, their largest here. And Eastmont again scrambling. They do finally get it across by Staines. Up front, Branham reverse set, kill, point. Addie Schultz for Wenatchee. First set went to Eastmont, 25-16. Wenatchee trying to return the favor here in the second. Branham on the service. Down the right side, Vara to Calvillo. Oh, Woolsborne a little too short again. Second time we've seen that swipe with the right hand from about that far away from the net. Just not enough oomph on it. 24-15. Wenatchee trying to wrap it up here. Branham with that look in her eye. Ireland's service. Right side out. Good idea, but just a little bit off on the application of the idea. So Eastmont stays alive here, trailing at 24-6. Substitution for the Wildcats. Tamron Heimbigner will come in on the front line to replace Rebecca Vara. Meanwhile, to serve is Rachel Hamilton. Hamilton's serve is deep, but returned by McMahon. Up front, Bear. Here's a little touch at the line and kept alive by Eastmont. Calvillo needed to get it over. She can't. It's going to be a point to Wenatchee, and the Panthers win the second set and do return the favor, 25-16 here in the second. So we'll at least be going 4 here tonight as we have a tie. We'll come back after this 60-second timeout. You're watching Big-9 Volleyball on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Direct from Las Vegas, Holiday Dreams, a spectacular holiday cirque. Experience holograms, interactive lasers, projection mapping, and a cast of international cirque performers on one stage. Experience the futuristic holiday show everyone's talking about. Make new memories with your family this holiday season and experience Holiday Dreams, a spectacular holiday show. Live in concert.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
Welcome back once again here to Eastmont High School, home of the Wildcats, and a good one on hand here tonight between the Wenatchee Panthers and Eastmont, as we are tied at a set apiece by the same exact score. Eastmont winning the first 25-16, Wenatchee winning the second 25-16. So here we go for set number 3. You know, in the old days prior to COVID, the teams would trade sides of the court after every set, but no, they don't do that anymore. And you know, why do they change sides? I never quite understood that. I guess to give you a different perspective, if you enjoy a certain angle of the gym for your I'm not sure. But, or you get the band or fans in one ear as opposed to the other ear. I don't know. But I think past COVID, when we get back to life as we knew it, whatever that is, whatever that was, I think they'll probably keep this where they don't trade sides of the court. And if you think about it, it makes sense. You've got your water on one end, you've got your medical aid on one end, you got all your stuff is where you are, and then you get up just because you change sets, you're going to move all that to the other. That just never made any sense to me. So anyway, just a little behind the scenes. Our officials again here tonight, Bill Eber and Kirk Einsbar. Little ceremony before the contest here tonight, celebrating the Big-9 officials this week as the Columbia Basin Big-9 Athletic Conference official awareness or official recognition week. Here we go to the third, and the first serve is by Hamilton. So rotation around, and boy, it was kind of ugly there for a moment, but Walla Gorski able to make something out of nothing. She'll take it as she kind of sheepishly looks over with a grin on her face at her coach. Kiera DeMargin with the service. Wenatchee up 1-0. Service by DeMargin. And Brenda Calvillo, all she can do is kind of squat down, and that ball goes right to her face, and she defensively puts both hands up and kind of a stop sign, and it's a point for Wenatchee. DeMargin again on the service. Backline, Calvillo got the bump down that time. Now to Hamilton, back to Calvillo. She'll go back line to it. And no, they're going to say point to the Panthers. on an illegal hit, apparently, for Eastmont. DeMargin, 2 points in a row on the service. Make that 3 points in a row and an ace, as Sarah Peterson was not able to handle that one. Came right at her. You know, you don't have to serve like a cannon. You can just do it like DeMargin has done here and just come right at a person awkwardly. DeMargin again on the serve. That one more of somewhat of a cannon shot. Here's a reverse set. Grasseth with the kill. Point to Eastmont. Their first. So Wenatchee's largest lead was at 4. 4-1 now, as Eastmont will get its first serve here of this second serve of the third set. Woolsborne again, an unforced error for Eastmont. That's now 4 on the night for the Wildcats. Ava Jo Berry now on the service for Wenatchee. Big crowd on hand here tonight at Wenatchee High School. Falling down Woolsborne. A little touch at the net by both McMahon, and it's going to be an Eastmont point because McMahon was well over the net. Oh, to have hops like that. I used to be able to jump pretty well, but I can barely clear a quarter now. Ashley Grasseth on the service. Back line to Jo Berry. Branham scrambling, and McMahon into the net. Point Eastmont. 5-3 our score. And a back and forth night all night here in the third set, tied and a set apiece. Grasseth, the serve, into the net it goes. 2 unforced errors in this one for Eastmont. They had 3 in the last one, and that really hurt them. And their chances to try to stay with Wenatchee falling in the second set. Substitutions, Elise Bear comes in. She'll have the service. Also coming in on the front line, Malia Nell. Bear with a service from the right side. Jumps, goes down the line to it. Back side it goes now. Peterson up front. They're blocked at the net. Kept it alive. Woolsborne there. Calvillo needs to get it over. She does. Jo Berry to Bear. Set up front and a little bit too deep this time. No, they're going to say it's in. Oh my. Thought it was too deep, but no. Marin Stuber with the point. That's her first point of the night. Back to a 4-point lead for Wenatchee, ties their largest here in third set. Elise Bear on the serve. Down the line it goes, back line is Woolsborne. Up front it comes, now the set, and a little soft touch by Woolsborne. Wenatchee kept it alive, McMahon got it across. Calvillo scrambling. Eastmont trying to reset themselves. Peterson with the hit. Now up front it comes to McMahon. Cross court she'll go right into the lap of Woolsborne. Up front here's the set for Peterson. It's in! Sarah Peterson hasn't had many here tonight, but a big one there. And a point to Eastmont. We'll get a substitution here for the Wildcats. A couple of bodies coming in as Lydia Riggs will come in. So too will Jasmine Seltz in a 7-4 contest. And the service will be to Riggs, 5'4" junior. Approaches with the right hand from the right side. Down the line it goes, back line it comes. And here's the kill at the net, and good. Marin Stuber, how about it? 2 points in a row in this one for Wenatchee. 8-4. Panthers up, and the service to McMahon. Ashton will shade over to the center this time. And the approach, right side it goes, and a scramble here for Eastmont again. They'll just get it. No, can't get it over. Calvillo. It's all about that return, and if you don't get a good, nice, clean hit on the return, then your next 2 hits are scramble jobs, and that's kind of where they are right now. Wenatchee at its largest lead at 5. McMahon on the service for the Panthers. Eastmont again approaching, kind of out of rotation again. Now back line up front, it goes to Bear. Here's Nell with a beautiful little touch, and it goes in for the point. Maria Nell's had a few of those here tonight. 10-4, 6-point Wenatchee lead. Panthers again feeling that momentum on their side. McMahon, cross court on the service. Up front was Bennett. Now a little touch by Seltz, and it falls in. DeMarzian sprawling for it, but can't get it. And she'll be replaced here by Bree Sackman. Sarah Peterson will have the serve for Eastmont. Peterson serve into the net, it goes. Peterson replaced here for Eastmont by Michaela Staines. Meanwhile, in comes Angela Kerr for Marin Stuber for Wenatchee. Panthers with the service, and Angela Kerr will be the server. Kerr with a jump serve from the left side. Back line to Calvillo, and nobody there to clean it up, and that's going to be 4 hits against Eastmont. 12-5 our score. 7-point lead for Wenatchee is their largest here in this third set as they try to win 2 sets in a row here. $12-5 to score. Up front it comes. Here's the kill attempt by Sackman. Couple of sprawling Wildcats back there, and the ball goes sailing all the way to the wall. We're going to get a timeout taken by Eastmont. We will take a break and come back. 30 seconds on the broadcast. 13-5 the score. Wenatchee in charge here in set 3. You're watching Big-9 Volleyball on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Our experience with NCWLIFE has been amazing.
People think television and they think it's this huge production thing. It's really expensive.
It's crazy how affordable it is. I couldn't believe it.
It's not as expensive as we thought it was going to be.
I would say I was really surprised to see that it was actually comparable to radio ads or print media.
It was really affordable.
$13-5 our score here in the third set. Appreciate you joining us on the NCWLIFE Channel. Our broadcast brought to you in part by One Way Construction. Your project, your way. Find them online at onewayconstructionnw.com. Again, it is Angela Kerr on the service for Wenatchee. Panthers up by their largest at 8 now as the Wildcats just can't find the answer right now, and it all comes off of the serve. And it's not like these are cannon serves. These are just serves that are finding the spots that Eastmont is not, basically. Kerr again on the service here. And a 9-point Wenatchee lead. This one's too short. It's the first unforced error of this. In fact, that's the first one since the first set for Wenatchee on a service. Joe Barry comes back in for Wenatchee. Meanwhile, the service will be to Brenda Calvillo. Trailing it by 8. Eastmont trying to get back into this one. Cross-court serve to Sackman. Up front to Bear. Get touched left hand by Sackman. Up front, here's Grasseth, and she'll go back line to it. And somebody's into the net. They're going to say 4 hits. Or no, they're saying you can't see the number they're putting up here. Oh, number 8. That's who it was for Wenatchee into the net. So that's Aaron Mologorski. I didn't see it, but the official right in front of me did. Calvillo now on the service again. Oh, that's awkward return by Sackman. McMahon with a jump hit from the back line. And Eastmont into the net. Difficult time for Lydia Riggs right now for the Wildcats. Substitution for Wenatchee, Addie Schultz back in. And so too comes Ireland Branham and Kiara DeMarzian. Branham with the service. Ireland, she gets back there to serve, and she just has that killer look in her eye. Leading it by 8. Branham, service. Calvillo. Up front, kill for Grasseth. It's out. Good set that time by Lydia Riggs. Grasseth a little too strong on the strike. Branham, service. Back line it is to Eastmont. They get it. Now the return by Wolfsborn. And that came my way off of the sprawling attempt by Ava Jo Berry. Point to Eastmont. Seltz replaced in the lineup here, as coming back in is Rachel Hamilton. Also back into the front line comes Tamron Heimbigner. Eastmont looking for a spark right now, trailing it by 8. Hamilton with the serve. Good serve, but McMahon, almost went for it. It goes out too deep. Ashton with a really good look at that ball as it came fluttering past her forehead. Kiera DeMargin on the service, leading it by 9. That one's too deep as well. Couple of unforced errors on the serve in a row, back-to-back for Eastmont and Wenatchee. Hamilton comes back into the lineup for the Wildcats, and it'll be Tori Woolsborne with the service from the left side. Right-hander approaches. This one is across and good. Joe Barry up front to Bear. Now to McMahon. Tipped at the line. Eastmont keeps it alive. Good job by the Wildcats. Peterson is there. Cross court. McMahon with a defensive hit. Bear. Now the kill attempt, and it was off the fingers, out of bounds. Give the point to Wenatchee. Addie Schultz with the kill. Marin Stuber comes back in for Wenatchee. Ava Jo Berry will be on the service. Panthers 7 away from taking the third set here tonight against Eastmont. Wildcats red zone trying to make enough noise to help the Cats on the floor right now. Grasseth now reverse on the kill attempt. It's too wide off the hand of Heimbigner, and will be a point to Wenatchee. 10-point lead, Wenatchee's largest here at 19-9. Again, Ava Jo Berry, just the freshman, on the service. Right hand from the left side, right down the middle it goes. Grasseth is there. Here's a scramble again for Eastmont. Calvillo, touch at the line up front by the Panthers, and sprawling down to the floor was Rachel Hamilton on a little soft touch by McMahon. Point to Wenatchee. Edging closer to a big win here in the third set. Joe Barry with the service. Short, Grasseth. Up front to Hamilton. Now a little touch across the net. Scramble by Wenatchee. McMahon kill at the net is touched by Eastmont. Up front it comes. Here's Peterson with the kill. Beautiful job by Joe Barry. Up front it comes on the kill attempt again. It is a point to Wenatchee off of Addie Schultz. Nope, they're going to discuss it. The main official up top, Bill Lieber, thought that it was off of Wenatchee and out of bounds, and so a point to Eastmont. The rest of the crew comes over to converge to talk about what they saw on that. I thought it was a point to Wenatchee. As they discuss it, our broadcast brought to you by Rivercom 911. They're hiring today. See what a career as a telecommunicator can do for you and what you can do for your community. Go to rivercom911.org to apply today. So, what is the result of the discussion? Eastmont point. So, will that be a turning point in this set? We'll see. Eastmont still trails it by 10, 20-10. If the scoreboard is correct. I think it is now. All right, so service by Ashlyn Grasseth. Back line, no, hold on. Oh, Grasseth was across the line when she served it, so point to Wenatchee. The linesman with the call as she went across with her foot before she served it. Can't do that. And now Elise Bear with Wenatchee up by 11 on the service for the Panthers. Her jump serve down the line, returned by Eastmont. Over the line it comes, over the net. McMahon with a touch, but that's a little bit too far left from her perspective, and out. Point to Eastmont as the Wildcats stay alive here. And Sammy Beck will come in for the first time here tonight and have the service with her team down by 10. So the junior with the service. Back line it goes. There's DeMargin to Bear to McMahon. Little touch. Beautiful job finding a hole in the pond. Beck went sprawling down, got a finger on it, but that was about it. 3 away from the end of this third set in favor of the Panthers. McMahon will try to finish it up here for Wenatchee. Ashton. Jump serve, tough. Beck on the return. She was up for the challenge. Calvillo from the back line to Joe Barry. Up front to Bear. Set for DeMargin. Again, tried to find a hole in the pond, but Beck is there. Cross court on the set to Peterson. Sprawling down Joe Barry. Off to Bear. DeMargin. Woolsborne is there. Now a little touch of the net by Eastmont. They got it back across. Bear with a set back side to Nell. She can't get a good hand on it. And a point to Eastmont. Good idea on the reverse set by Bear there, but Nell just a little bit, she was a half a step off. Service by Peterson. Back line is McMahon. Up front to Bear. Here's the set to DeMargin. Too deep. And a timeout going to be taken by Wenatchee here. Leading it by 9, 22-13. We'll keep it right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Our broadcast brought to you in part by Sangster Motors. The American Challenge is on at Sangster Motors, home of the all-new Yukon SUV. A reminder that we will be at Cashmere High School for football coming up on Friday here on the NCWLIFE Channel as the Bulldogs take on the OMAC Pioneers. Always a good one in Caribou Trail League. Watch the pregame at 6:30. Kickoff at 7 from Cashmere High School. Next week, we'll also have Cashmere and Cascade girls soccer coming up on Tuesday, the 26th of October. That's Sebastian Moraga and John Springer with your call, 6:45 of the pregame. And then next Thursday, it'll be Sunnyside at Wenatchee Volleyball. So we'll do some bump set spike again next Thursday. I'll be courtside at Wenatchee High School for that one, starting with a pregame at 6:45. That's all right here on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel. Hello to everybody who might be watching tonight on our stream. Of course, we also need to say hello to those that are watching on a replay on our website, which you can get all of the broadcasts that we do here on the NCWLIFE Channel on our website. Just click on full episodes and go to the sports broadcast. This kill attempt by DeMargin right into the net, and a little run here for Eastmont as they've closed the gap to 8. 22-14, DeMargin replaced by Sackman in the lineup for Wenatchee. Meanwhile, the service continues for Sarah Peterson, the 5'7" senior with a right hand from the left side. Across it goes. Joe Barry is there. And now a run, and Wenatchee just barely survived to get it back across. Up front it goes. Hamilton, and the kill attempt at the line is good by Emma Bennett. Makes it a 7-point game. Abby Black is called upon now to replace Malia Nell. Peterson again trying to serve it here for Eastmont. Cross it goes. Boy, that's a tough serve. Oh my, it's into the net. That'll go down as an ace. Ava Joe Barry, there's nothing you could do with that. That thing had a top spin to it, and just as it got across the net, just completely died. I mean, just knuckleball-ish. Phil Necro, look out. Peterson, service. Joe Barry, back line. There's McMahon. And Sackman found a hole. Eastmont didn't have a body up across the way, and Sackman found it, and a point to Wenatchee. They're 2 away from winning this third set, 23-16. In for the Panthers comes Angela Kerr. Abby Black and Erin Woligorsky up on the front line. The service across. Beck was there. Now up front. Now a sprawling play by Bear. Now that ball's going to go out of bounds and be a point to Eastmont. Marin Stuber comes in, as does Ava Jo Barry for Wenatchee. Meanwhile, Brenda Calvillo, the libero for Eastmont, with a service. Down by 6. To the middle, to McMahon. Bear, reverse, and the kill by Abby Black. It goes off the ceiling. That's still alive, but it goes out of bounds and hits our official right in the chest. By the way, he's officially out of bounds, just to let you know. Addie Schultz replacing Ava Bear, Elise Bear, I should say, and Ireland Branham also in as Wenatchee trying to wrap it up here in the third set and go up 2-1 on this match here tonight. Branham from the middle. Right-handed server. The junior approaches. Ticks the top of that. Calvillo sprawling down to Hamilton. Now a little touch by Grasseth. Up front it goes. Wenatchee keeps it alive. Here's a reverse set across. Getting it was Addie Schultz. Eastmont stays alive. Backline it goes to Joe Barry. Now to Sackman. Now to McMahon. It's out of bounds. Wenatchee seems to be methodical about the long haul. Eastmont celebratory on every point they earn. Coming in as the underdog tonight. Sticking with it right now. Rachel Hamilton on the service, trailing it by 6. Next point for Wenatchee, wins it. Hamilton serve to McMahon. Up front to Branham. Now the kill at the net, and that's a point. And that's going to be Wenatchee's set on the kill by Addie Schultz. 25-18 our score in the third. As Wenatchee triumphant and will try to win the match. Up next as we head to the fourth set. You're watching Big-9 Volleyball on the NCWLIFE Channel. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Here we come. Well, Wenatchee now in front of Eastmont 2-1 as we head to the fourth here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Eastmont won the first set 25-16. Wenatchee's come back to take the next two, 25-16 and 25-18. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Save Mart. Shop smart, shop local, providing outstanding value and service since 1962. Also, we appreciate the support of Confluence Health. High-quality care close to home. Confluence Health, dedicated to improving their patients' health with safe, high-quality care in 12 communities. Eric Granstrom with you courtside here at Eastmont High School as a raucous crowd has gotten quiet here as Wenatchee has taken the last two sets to take a 2-1 lead, and we'll try to wrap it up here tonight in the fourth, which is forthcoming in just a few moments. Marnie McMahon taking her own sweet time talking to her crew in this well, you do a 3-minute break in between the sets. Eastmont very cheerful, I'll say, in their huddle with Coach Corinne Davis, talking about what they want to do and try to achieve here in this fourth set. Calvillo will replace Emma Bennett to start this fourth set. It should be Wenatchee's serve, I believe. Panthers, Ava Jo Berry ready to come in. Addie Schultz on the front line, along with Erin Wologorski. Ireland Branham will have the serve here. Ashton McMahon is there as well for Wenatchee. So Branham to start this one as we head to the fourth. There is Tori Woolsborne up front, back to Tori. That was kind of a hard set, but she's able to get across. McMahon up front, it goes to Demersion. Calvillo, little touch up front by Hamilton. Backside it goes, and there for the kill was Schultz. Little touch at the net. Grasseth, I think, got into the net. She did, and that's going to be a point for Wenatchee. So the Panthers, as they have in the last two in a row, take the first lead of the ball game. Ball game? Well, there's a ball. It's a game. Sure. Ball game. Branham on the service. Right down the middle it goes. And falling backward, but keeping it alive was Hamilton. Boy, Wenatchee, nice job of getting that tough shot. Calvillo not going to get this one, though. And a point to Wenatchee. 2-zip, Panthers up. By the way, we had a score passed along from over at the Apple Bowl, where Wenatchee and Eastmont are playing in girls soccer tonight. 2-1 was the score, Wenatchee leading it in the second half. Woolsborne, Hamilton, kill attempt by Grassley. McMahon is there to Bear. And this one touched, I think it did, Calvillo off of the kill attempt by DeMargin. And a point for Wenatchee. 3-zip, Panthers up. Wenatchee trying to continue this roll as they've had here since the second set tonight. Branham to Woolsborne. Hamilton back to Woolsborne. Little touch and then a block at the net, and right there, the wall put up by Addie Schultz along with Aaron Walagorski. And a point for Wenatchee, up by 4 now. Branham with a concentrating look over at a coach for where she wants the ball to be placed. To the middle of the floor. Grasseth with a beautiful little touch, but a good job by Joe Berry to keep it alive. Up front, here's Grasseth with the kill. Joe Berry down to a knee. McMahon gets it forward, and now too long from DeMargin. Wenatchee asking for a touch, and no, it's out. Marty McMahon is also asking for a touch. They all thought there was a touch at the line or right at the net when that kill attempt came off of the fist of Kiera DeMargin. But no, 4-1 the score. Service for Eastmont by Rachel Hamilton. Backline to Joe Berry. Up front to Branham. That one was definitely touched off the kill by DeMargin. Ticked off the hand of Grasseth, and a point to Wenatchee. DeMargin now on the service for the Panthers. Crosses over, Calvillo to Woolsborne, back to Calvillo. She'll just get it across. Joe Berry to Branham. Beautiful job looking for a hole in the pond. She found it. Leanne McGahee somewhere, I don't know if she's here tonight, but she's got to be looking down and saying, yep, taught her everything I know. Service by DeMargin. Cross court, it's out. Whew. Close. Substitution for Eastmont. In comes Sarah Peterson, and the service will be Tori Woolsborne. Difference, a lot of it in this one after the first set has been unforced errors on the serve here by Eastmont. McMahon, 2 to get 1. Her first one was blocked, came back in their face. Wenatchee's able to return it. McMahon was able to make this one count for a point for the Panthers. Lead it by 5, largest lead here in this fourth set. Ava Joe Berry on the service here. Boy, that's a tough one. Calvillo somehow got it, and they can't get it anymore, though. Rachel Hamilton gave chase. Basically will go down as an ace, should anyway. And Joe Berry continues the service, up by 6. Ava, right hand, middle of the floor. Another soft serve. She should work at Dairy Queen, for goodness sakes. Back line it goes. Here's McMahon up front to Calvillo. Hamilton. Ashlyn Grasseth, kind of a high swipe, not necessarily a kill, and that kind of caused the problems up front for Stuber as well as for Schultz, and it falls in for a point for Wenatchee. Calvillo on the service. Back line to Joe Berry, up front to Branham. Reverse set here, and a kill. Skips out of bounds, and a nice point for Addie Schultz. Schultz replaced here by Elise Bear. Abby Black comes back in for Wenatchee as well. Bear will go back to serve here with Wenatchee leading it by 6. Bear, back line to Wolfsborn. Up front to Hamilton. Here's a little touch of the net and a job by McMahon to get it back across. Calvillo's there. Now Peterson backing up. So too was McMahon. Now to Bear. McMahon kept it alive to Eastmont. Calvillo got it across. Oh my gosh, can they get back in shape though? Bear up front for the kill for Abby Black, and she finally got it home tonight. Abby's had a frustrating night so far, but that one finds pay dirt. 7-point lead for the Panthers. Bear, service. Boy, that's a tough one. Peterson is there. She'll get it back across. Cross court to McMahon. Up front to Bear. Now McMahon on the kill attempt. Nice job by Wolfsborn to get a handout. But we're going to get a point, and they're going to say a double hit against Eastmont. 8-point lead. 11-3 our score. Elise Bear continuing with the strong serving for Wenatchee. Down the line, Wolfsborn up front to Hamilton, and Peterson with a kill attempt, but the block right back in the face, and it's going to be a point to Wenatchee. Good job getting up by Marin Steuben, and we're going to get a timeout taken. 12-3 our score. All Wenatchee here in the fourth. We'll come back after this 30-second break. You're watching Big-9 Volleyball tonight here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Here we come. Well, Eastmont came out like a house of fire in the first set, won it 25-16, but it's been Wenatchee since, and Wenatchee trying to wrap up the match here as they lead it 12-3 in the fourth. And the service by Elise Bear. Backline to Wolfsborn, off to Calvillo, then to Peterson, blocked at the net, and this is sailing behind the bench for Eastmont. And another point to Wenatchee. Panthers just continue to extend their lead here, now at 10. Bear. Wolfsborn. Up front, it goes to Hamilton. Backline to Joe Berry. Now McMahon into the net it goes. Haven't been many of those here tonight for Wenatchee, other than the first set. Sammy Beck will come in to serve here for Eastmont as the Wildcats trail it by 9, 13-4. See if she can provide a spark off the bench. Service, cross court, tough one. Berry is there. Now scrambling is Bear. And a nice job by McMahon. She just kind of flat-footed it across with the slap of her palm. And it was too much for Peterson to handle. 14-4, back to a 10-point bulge here for Wenatchee. Service for McMahon. From the left side with the right hand, cross court, it'll go down to a knee is Beck. Now the kill attempt, and this one's going to be a point for Eastmont on a nice kill at the net, and I believe getting that point for the Wildcats. Was that Peterson up front, or maybe it was even Emma Bennett? Here's Peterson on the service, and that's an unforced error, our first on a serve here in this game for either team. But I was mentioning the big difference it seems in those second two sets tonight were the unforced errors. Eastmont with 4, make that 5 unforced, let's see, 7 unforced service errors in the second and third sets. Trailing it by 10 here. Backline, Beck is there. Now up front to Hamilton. Now a little tick at the net, and that's going to work out well for Eastmont. Kind of a happy accident. Emma Bennett will get credit for the kill. Grasseth comes back in for Eastmont. Meanwhile, back in for Wenatchee is Stuber along with Joe Barry. Service for Eastmont by Emma Bennett. Boy, that's a heck of a nice serve. Back line all the way to the back of the gym almost. Was Wenatchee returning it. Here's Eastmont. Grasseth, little touch. The block at the net. And Woolsborne cross court to DeMargin, to Bear. A little touch. Beautiful falling down play by Beck. But Grasseth can't get the left hand on it. And it's a point for Wenatchee. Back in comes Addie Schultz along with Ireland Branham. Wenatchee by 10. Branham starts in the center. Let's see where she goes with the serve. Back line at Eastmont, able to return it. Here's a kill, cross court. Boy, that's a tough angle for Ashlyn Grasseth, and was able to get it down in front of Branham over there. Gives Eastmont a little life. Back in comes Hein-Bigner in the front line, and meanwhile Hamilton with the serve. Hamilton to Joe Barrett. Up front, Branham with the set for DeMargin. Excuse me, no, the kill was by Schultz. Here's a swipe for Eastmont, and Woolsborne somehow is able to find a hole back there. Branham a little bit too far up, and then McMahon couldn't get to it. And so Wenatchee with a little bit of a rotation problem, and Coach Marty McMahon wants to talk to her ladies about that. So our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you in part by Biosports Physical Therapy. Find them online at biosports.net, open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Also by Charter College. They work to get you to work. Find out about how to enroll today at chartercollege.edu. More sports coming your way on Friday. We'll be in Kashmir as the Bulldogs host the Omak Pioneers. I'll be field side for your play-by-play. 6:30 on the pregame. Russ Waterman was just trying to show me something here. 4-2 Wenatchee. Okay. Wow, how about that? That final? No. Okay. 4-2 anyway, the score. Wenatchee over Eastmont. And Big-9 soccer, and that would be an upset as Eastmont came into the match tonight. That is the final. Okay, so 4-2 the final. As Wenatchee shocks Eastmont here today in Big-9 girls soccer. So that brings things closer to a group of folks in the Big-9 as far as the top of the league is concerned. Between Eastmont, Wenatchee, and the West Valley. Backline on the service here after the timeout taken by Wenatchee. Here's a touch by, excuse me, the Panthers. Sorry about that. Schultz, and this one's in on the kill. I was out on very dusty roads last weekend. Have about 10 pounds of dust in my lungs, and I'm still trying to extricate it. So here's the service by DeMargin. 17-8 the score. Good job by Michaela Staines to get to this one. Woolsborne will just defensively get it back across the net. Branham set the swipe and the kill. Schultz, I think, kind of mishit, but she'll take the point. And so too will the Panthers, up again by 10, 18-8. DeMargin will have the service here. We'll see who Marty McMahon wants to talk to us in the postgame show here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Down the line, and there again with a tough return to Staines. Kill attempt by Woolsborne. It is shallow, and a point for Wenatchee. 19-8 Panthers in charge here of the fourth set, trying to win their 8th in a row and stay unbeaten in Big-9 play. Ticks the top of the net, but falls in. Calvillo sprawling. Here's Ashlyn Grasseth with the kill, and she found the spot just inside the sideline for the point. Sarah Peterson comes back in for Eastmont. Meanwhile, Tori Woolsborne trying to find a little spice here for Eastmont. Service. Joe Barry's there. To Branham, reverse on the kill, and right there is Addie Schultz again for the point. Back in comes Marin Stuber, And the service will be to Ava Jo Berry. Leading it by 11. Largest lead for Wenatchee. Soft serve for Jo Berry. Oh, my. How do you even contend with that? Grasseth got it across. Here's the kill, the swipe, and the hit by Stuber, and the point. Boy, the freshman coming through for Wenatchee tonight. Timeout taken by Eastmont. We'll take a 30-second break and come back as well. 21-9 our score here in the fourth set. Wenatchee on top. You're watching Big-9 Volleyball on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires, reminding you that changing seasons can mean changing road conditions. Introducing the brand new Backcountry AT2 for a quieter ride with improved performance in wet conditions. Because when it comes to keeping your family safe, the right tires help you feel prepared for anything. Seriously, anything. Now save up to $130 when you buy Quadtrac tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Here we come. 21-9 our score here at Eastmont High School, with Wenatchee on top here, trying to take the match in the fourth set. And the service to the freshman Ava Jo Berry. Service by Ava Jo to Grasseth. Up front to Hamilton, and the kill by Peterson. The block at the net, but they're no going to say the ball went into the net. And will be a point to Wenatchee. 22-9 the score. So dominating by Wenatchee after falling in the first set, the first time in 6 games or 6 matches that they had lost a single set. Grasseth is there across to Peterson. Falling down is Branham. Now up front, nice little touch by Schultz. Grasseth. This one is, oh my, I thought that was out. The ball came right in front of Marnie McMahon. She says out, but the lines person says it was in. So a point to Eastmont. See if the Wildcats can get a little rally going here. Trailing it by 12. Calvillo on the service. Ooh, that's a tough one. Jo Berry is there to Branham. Here's the swipe up front by, boy, I'll tell you, Stuber's had a good game here tonight. And the ball got across, and it's in. Whoa, what a play by Calvillo. A bump, sending it kind of backwards over her head, and somehow was able to find just enough space in to count for a point. 22-11. Calvillo again with a service. And DeMartian there, Branham there, and that's 4 hits, and that's going to be a point to Eastmont. Timeout going to be taken by Wenatchee. Eastmont celebrating a little fist bump as they now trail it by 10, 22-12. And upset today in girls soccer with Wenatchee knocking off Eastmont 4-2. That game had to be moved around because of some earlier scheduling issues. We were going to have that broadcast. It was originally scheduled, I think, for Thursday night, but it got moved up to tonight, so that conflicted with our schedule here to do volleyball here on the NCWLIFE Channel. A reminder that Eastmont has, after tonight, 3 games left of the regular season. They'll be at Eisenhower, then home against West Valley on the 23rd. That'll be senior night on a Saturday, and then they'll be at West Valley to finish the regular season. After tonight, so Wenatchee will be at home against Davis, travel to Moses Lake, and then home to Sunnyside to wrap up the regular season on October 28th. Wenatchee trying to win a Big-9 regular season championship, be able to host the district tournament. So 22-12 our score. After the timeouts, it will be the service for Eastmont. Jo Berry is there, scrambled by Branham. McMahon, cross court, kill, good, point. Wenatchee 2 away from the win. Black and Bear in for Wenatchee. Bear going to try to serve it out here. Bear, right-hander from the right side. The sophomore with the service. Down the line. Eastmont. Peterson is there. She'll get it back. And the block at the net. And the point to Wenatchee. One away from the win here tonight. Elise Bear looking to wrap it up here in the fourth set. Service across and a little flick at the wrist. Peterson got it back across. Bear is there to Joe Berry, to Ava, or to Black, and it is in. Oh my, that's going to be the point. And Abby Black, who's had such a tough night tonight, comes through with the match winner for Wenatchee as they take this fourth set by a final of 25-12. We'll take a break and come back. Your postgame show coming up here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chair on the other side. You can lift this up.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think he's had AIDS. Is there something the matter with him?
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not. He's
not. Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
Hi, everybody. In North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
Welcome back here on the postgame show on the NCWLIFE Channel as the Wenatchee Panthers took 4 sets tonight to knock off the Eastmont Wildcats. Addie Schultz joining me now. Addie, talk about that first set for you guys. You hadn't lost one in a long time. What was the difference, you think?
So just being on their court, we got super mental and emotional. It's just like battle of the bridges, you know, like we just got in our heads, but we clutched up. We did.
So talk about what you guys were talking about maybe between the 2 sets and what was the adjustment that needed to be made?
So the adjustment that needed to be made was just our head game. Like it wasn't our physical game, it was just all mental. Yeah.
You guys really came through in that second. It was kind of back and forth there for a while. Is it the serve? Is it the kill? What is it, or just rotation that really kind of gets you guys flowing well?
So what gets us flowing and what gets us going is like our passing. When we mess up our passing, then that's when we lose the game. But when we pass good, that's when we beat them. That's our best game right there, is our passing.
I think I saw you in the 3rd set kind of talk to your coach and say, okay, I think I got it now. What was that about?
She was telling me to tip 4, and I wasn't tipping. I just kept hitting the ball, and I was like, okay, I got it.
Talk about this for you guys. I talked to your coach beforehand about, you know, you're in first place in the Big-9. You knock off West Valley twice. You beat your river rival now twice. How do you not get too excited about what's going on?
We don't get too excited because we know that once you win, it's next game, next match. You know, you got to stay in it. You can't just think like, oh my gosh, we won, we did so good. No, it's next match, next game. Let's get this game going.
Well, congratulations on the win here tonight.
Thank you so much.
There you go. It's Abby Schultz joining us as the Wenatchee Panthers knock off Eastmont 3-1 here at Eastmont High School. We'll come back and talk with her coach and see what she has to say about this one. Coming up next on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
Welcome back once again here on the postgame show as the Wenatchee Panthers come back and beat Eastmont here by a final of 3-1. Talking with Marty McMahon, the head coach for Wenatchee. Talk about that first set, and Abby was here talking about it, or Addie, I should say, and she said it got kind of caught up in the emotion of it all. Did you see that?
Yeah, I mean, definitely so. And I think that, you know, we had 18 errors. I mean, anytime you give a team 18 points on your error ratio, you're going to lose that set, you know. And like I told the kids, I said, you know, that's not our style of ball, and we have to dial in and start playing our game and quit giving points away offensively. And they were able to come back in that second, third, and fourth set, start to play their style. Still not the best game. Definitely not, you know, up there with the way we've been playing, but it was way better than the 18 errors we gave them in the first set.
Is that a rotation thing? Is it missed hits? Is it, passing? What is it?
It's everything. Well, it's passing mainly. That first set, our passing was about a 1.3 as a team, and that's not where we've been at. So passing definitely affected us, and then just offensive shots, not being smart and making too many hitting errors. So it came down to that, and then a couple serving errors here and there that we lost momentum on.
Let's talk about, you know, your players tonight. You sent us Addie Schultz, who played really well tonight. At one point I was asking her too. She said she kind of mouthed over to you, and I saw that she says, I think I got it now.
Yeah, I mean, that kid, she's had back-to-back really great games against West Valley. She was a huge factor on the backside, and then she's another huge factor tonight. She ended up having 14 kills for us as an op, which that's pretty big numbers in a 4 set. So I was really proud of her. She was doing a really great job out of system because our passing wasn't great. So she came to play tonight.
Talk about these freshmen that just continue to play so well for you, and it doesn't seem to bother them. They're not fazed by any of this. You know, talk about Ava Joberry, and also the play of Marin Stuber and for DeMargin. I mean, they just seem to be always up. They're playing older than they are, it seems.
Oh, well, they absolutely have been. I mean, with the exception of that first set, they've been playing like juniors and seniors. And to have 3 of those freshmen starting and playing like that, they are a huge factor in our offense. You know, so they make a lot of great things happen, and I couldn't be more proud of their maturity right now at this point in the game.
Well, you just have a couple of weeks left of the regular season. Best of luck down the road, and we'll see you hopefully maybe home hosting the district tournament.
If we win Thursday night, we've captured the league title, and we'll be hosting at home. So we just got to come ready to play Thursday night and clean up our game a little bit.
Thanks for taking the time, Marty.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Marty McMahon joining us here on the postgame show. We'll come back and wrap it up here from Eastmont, where Wenatchee knocks off the Wildcats 3-1 on the broadcast tonight. We'll come back with more right after this.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, And I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do. And they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
Welcome back one more time around here to Eastmont High School, where the Wenatchee Panthers took one extra step towards a Big-9 championship of the regular season with a 3-1 win over the Eastmont Wildcats. Again, our final score is 25-16. Eastmont won the opener, but that was all Wenatchee after that, winning it 25-16, 18, and 12. As the Panthers remain unbeaten in Big-9 play and only one loss on the season, and that was to Chelan, a very good volleyball team as well. For Eastmont, well, they're still in second place after tonight. Going to be a little bit harder for them to claim a title, but they still have the postseason in their sights for Coach Corinne Davis. That's going to wrap it up for the broadcast here tonight. We appreciate you joining us. Thanks to all of our folks involved in the production of this, including Josiah Davison, who's our line producer on site. To our camera folks, we've got Connor Hawk up above and Nate Mann down below. And, of course, thanks to Matthew Baxter and Malcolm Whitehall back in the studios at the NCWLIFE Channel. That's going to wrap it up. Again, Wenatchee knocks off Eastmont 3-1 tonight here in Big-9 Volleyball. Have a good night, everybody. Counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5, into the...
Thanks for watching High School Sports on your home for local high school sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast was brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Charter College, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Rivercom 911, and Sangster Motors. Stay with us all year long for high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel. We now return to regular programming already in progress.